Hi everyone, it's Stephen Williams with thecreditrepairshop.com, and in this video I want to give you an update on there is a ton of collection debt that is about to hit the market. So I want you to be aware, if you owe any of these types of debt, you're going to need to be prepared to validate them, or they're going to move forward and try to sue you for the money. Also, we're going to talk about debt assumption companies. These are scams that are starting to pop up again. They had shut some of these companies down, or they had shut all of the companies down probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And now my company was actually contacted, and there's another group that's out there that's about to start this whole thing over again. And then also I'm going to talk about Lopez, this credit card scam. Well, he claims it's an opportunity where he shows this Asian guy that has a big stack of credit cards, and he's saying, oh, you can do it too. And I want to let you know that that is a scam, and I'm going to talk about that, the reasons why that's a scam also. But first, let's get right to it. I just got my updated list of debts that are going to be hitting the market, and the one that stands out to me the most is the medical debt. And this is something that I had talked about, what was going to happen once they start changing the laws and not requiring people to have medical insurance. Even though the law really takes effect this year, people had already started to drop their insurance because they started thinking, hey, if Trump changes the law, he's not going to make me responsible for anything that Obama did with the requirement. And so a lot of people started dropping their insurance, or they started downgrading their insurances. And what had happened is a lot of these phony policies came about. And with these policies, what happened is that when you use the insurance one time, they'll either pay all of it and don't do any of the follow-up care that's necessary. So the people were stuck with huge balances from those. In the Affordable Care Act, when you had you might have had a deductible or that you had to take care of, but the aftercare was also taken care of. And when you reached that deductible, you didn't have to pay for anything after that. And we all know that if you get into a serious accident, or you get sick, have a heart attack, stroke, or whatever, fall, break your hip, whatever, that you're going to have aftercare. And this is where now these cheap insurances are going to be getting over on people, because they're not going to cover any of the aftercare. And we've even seen some policies where they'll cover one of your family members once for something big, and then after that you're just left out on your own. But this is the environment that we're in. There was over $5.3 million in that. This is a list. $5.3 million released at the middle of this month. We have, let's see here, auto debt, $59 million of auto debt, payday loans. This is just one payday lender, $732,000. Another one, $496,000. We got mortgage debt, $6,500,000 in mortgage debt. Mixed credit card debt, $5.8 million. Another cash advance company or payday loan company, $535,000. Retail, these are different department store cards, $5.5 million. Another mixed retail, $2.6 million. Let's see. Another payday loan company, $758,000. Another credit card company, $21 million. And then one that always catches my eye, I don't know why, but the cosmetic surgery industry, $2 million, exactly $2,016,000. I mean, $2 million of people that have gotten cosmetic work, and they didn't. They I guess they felt that they didn't want to pay the bill. Now, so what you have to be prepared to do is, if you end up getting, they're going to send out that validation letter to you, and they're going to say, is this your debt? Even if it is your debt, because it's made it through all of these different channels, you may not be legally responsible for it. You need to immediately, number one, when you get it, you need to prepare a validation letter to respond. You need to also look at your state for the specific statute of limitations for your state regarding debt. You need to validate the company that is sending it to you. You need to also validate to see if the company that originated the debt is still in business, because there could be problems where that company filed bankruptcy, and all of the debts that were in that company owed, which also would include the money that they did not receive, which could be the balance from something that you owed them, that could be wiped out in their bankruptcy. But what these companies are doing is that they're making some extra money by sending out and selling these debts, and then they're filing bankruptcy, but or they're doing it even after bankruptcy. So you have to be careful. You need to validate it in all the steps. And then now the next thing I want to talk about is this Ty Lopez credit card scam that's going out. Well, before I get to that, let me talk about the debt assumption. I apologize for that. The debt assumption, these are companies, it's a very attractive offer that they're making. And my company was contacted by one just this week. They make this sound very good, because, like, say for instance, you have, these are debts. We just talked about all of these different payday loans, medical bills, all this stuff. So what these companies do is they get the consumer, they entice the consumer by saying that we will give you a loan to pay off those debts. Now, they're not actually giving you the loan, but that's their gimmick, is that they're saying, okay, you owe $25,000 in debt. What we're going to do is we're going to assume the debt. And let me tell you the reason why they say that they're going to assume the debt. Because in certain states, you have to be, if you're going to be settling debts for people, you have to be licensed in all of the states. And in some states, they don't allow you to settle debts for people the way that they're going to be doing it here. And that's because a lot of the companies that were doing the debt settlements, what they were doing is they were having people pay them money each month in the hopes of settling their debt. And what would happen is the people would pay them 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, and then they wouldn't continue paying. The company would keep all the money, and they would never go after settling the debt. You know that people are going to be in that situation, because if they couldn't pay their debts, how are they going to continue paying you? This is something that has to deal with a behavior problem, not a money problem in most cases. Now, so with the debt assumption, what they're saying is that they're going to assume the debt. You're going to pay them the money. They're going to settle the debt at a discount with the companies. But what they're doing, they're being very tricky with the language. They're saying that you're going to sign up, and within 24 hours, they're going to assume your debts that you have, and then they're going to settle the debts with the company. Now, I'm going to tell you from experience, you never know what a company will settle a debt for. I don't care what people tell you. I don't care what people tell you on YouTube, all over the internet, attorneys, whoever. You never know what the company is going to settle for, because it is their debt to choose on what they want to settle for. Yes, they will settle for discounts, but it varies. So this company is saying that they're going to get all of your debts. They're going to contact your creditors, and then they're going to pay off those debts. They're not really doing that. What they want you to do is just a variation of what the settlement companies were doing in the past. They're going to have you sign a contract for debt assumption, and then they're going to contact those companies, but they don't really care about that. They want you to make a payment on the amount of money that you're going to be, what they're going to say they're going to settle for, which they really don't know. But you're going to be in the same situation that the other people were in before. You're going to be paying payments to them. They're going to be trying to settle, but they can't settle until you have a certain amount of money. Because I don't care who it is. It could be Bill Gates. They are not going to loan money to a person that is not paying their debts to pay off other creditors in hopes of being able to get paid. They're going to put themselves in the same situation that the other companies were in, but it's going to be worse because they knew they're going to do this without doing a credit check, without doing everything. So they know that they would be falling into a trap of having most of the people that they did this work for not pay them back. That's where if you think about it logically, that's where you could see that this is just a scam. Now, what they're doing in offering credit repair companies all over the country is that they're saying they're going to give us $250 if we refer customers to them. And it sounded very attractive when we heard it, but then once I started playing it through my mind, started asking them questions, I knew that it was the same scam that people were doing back then, and that this is just a variation. So when you hear debt assumption, run from it. Is nothing but a scam. These people cannot guarantee what a company is going to settle for. And then also, if you think about it, they're going to loan money to a person that has not been paying their bills. Does that sound logical to you? That's not going to happen. So stay away from it. Now, let's get into the Ty Lopez credit card scam. You got this Asian guy, stack of credit cards. He's claiming that, he's from college or whatever, and he did whatever his so-called secret is to roll up over $2 or $3 million worth of credit on credit cards. So now, let's break that down logically on what he has done. And there's actually someone that did some back history research on this individual, and his family actually had co-signed or put him as an authorized user for one of their credit cards, and then he started utilizing that to build up. But what he's not telling you in that will get you into a trap is that he doesn't have that type of income, but he does have good income. He has a business on the side, and he's generating revenue because these credit card companies, they used to, but now they're going to want to look at your income. And then if you lie about your income and you end up getting caught, then you're going to be caught falsifying your financial information on a legal contract. So that's trap number one with one of their secrets that they're telling you to do is to put any income on there. These companies are not stupid. They're doing database matching with the IRS. They're doing database matching with employers that you list. And so they're going to find out either which way, and they can suspend the card. Another thing is that why would you want to get all of these credit cards and you don't have the income, and then you charge the credit cards, and then whatever opportunity or whatever way you're looking at making money, it doesn't work. This is what I really think. The whole thing that I think the whole gimmick, the end game to this whole thing that they're going to do is some people are going to get credit cards. Some people will get credit cards. It'll be the people that have a okay job. They had some cards, and they're going to be able to get another card. And then what they're going to instantly do is they're going to remarket to those individuals to buy another one of their programs, and then they're going to eat up the balances on those cards. These are nothing but traps. These are nothing but traps. And I don't know what to say other than to just warn you about them. Whenever you're looking at an opportunity, you need to You need to really think it out, because a lot of these people that are out there that are selling opportunities, all they're doing is making money off of selling opportunity. They've never ran a business. I don't care what they say. Education of people is very lucrative. You can see that with the colleges. You can see that with people that sell information. But very few of them actually have it within them to run a business where they actually deal with the consumer and have to provide a service other than informational products on teaching people how to do something similar to what they're doing. You could just do the research. All of these companies are, when you break it down, they make 99% of their revenue from showing other people how to do the same thing that they do. And I call it being easy marks. We're all easy marks from when you hear that buzzword, how to make more money, how to make more money the easy way, how to get rich quick. All of that, that just, if you had that type of personality, I had that type of personality. When I hear stuff like that, I get excited. But what I've learned with now being about to be in business for 30 years, I own my publishing company that I started in 1990. I still own that business 100% debt free. Have employees that work for me full time. Been with me a long time. My employees. And one thing that I always go back to with my experience with that company is that it takes a grind. Nothing is going to come easy. I don't care what anybody tells you. What happens is that people that have been in business, that have done things, that have the experience, we make it look easy to people because we got into the routine of getting things done. That's what I think happens. And when you see people like Lopez and these other people that sell programs on the internet, is that what happens is that they use the buzzwords, get your alerts up, but they're good at doing their business, which is selling you information on how to be successful in your business. But they've actually never ran businesses where you're going to have to work out the mechanism to get consumers to buy from them a tangible product or service. That's where they're lacking. And when I got into with my other company doing digital marketing for other businesses, is that I started seeing the holes in their programs when they were showing businesses how to market online. Because with my other company, I've marketed for people in print for going on now about to be 30 years. And I knew that it is not just as simple as placing ads and having people come into your store. It is not as simple as making a landing page and having people come into your store. There's a lot that goes into it. But because internet is new, marketing online is new, a lot of businesses, a lot of people fell into those traps. So stay away from that Ty Lopez credit card scam. It's going to look good. Some people are going to be successful, but you don't know their background. You don't know the advantages that they had over you if you are looking to build up with credit cards. Also, watch out for doing CPNs. A lot of people are starting to get arrested doing those. That's where you get an alternative social security number. Don't do that, because those are supposed to be utilized for people that are either witness protection program, severe case of ID theft, public officials. Those are for those types of situations, not for people that are just trying to run away from their original credit report that they've screwed up stuff on. Watch out for the debt assumption companies. Rewind this video so you can know what you have to watch out for if you see those, because they're nothing but scams. And just as always, if you ever need help, you can reach out to our company, thecreditrepairshop.com. We're here to help you with your credit repair needs. We can guide you with settling debts. If you have outstanding debts, evictions, tax liens, we can help you with that. And go to our website, thecreditrepairshop.com. This is Stephen Williams. Until next time, thank you.